There we go.
Clan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Dan. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Kornak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, Earth Clan?
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, Earth Clan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Dan. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The Earth will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Volus or Elcor part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the Earth clans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
Listen, you.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, Earth Clan.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status.
So basically,
Clans often engulf smaller ones and eventually split.
you remind me of what we used to call the.
Society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting. Since we're
the Ferengi on my world.
We trade our services for protection.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on
Yeah,
your
what
shoulder.
you so mad about, son?
You humans
Tell
are
Daddy.
new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, then. Your species has always been granted many concessions.
Yeah, listen to this
Your
dude.
territory has expanded tenfold since joining the Citadel.
Uh-huh.
Detail.
Oh
We
yeah,
have
just a
no
little
say
detail.
in decisions that affect Citadel space.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Yeesh.
Please greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind.
Well, that's more like
I
it.
am Ambassador Kayla. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't
What
really care
constitutes
about words.
small
Simple
movements
response, Din.
to these people? I mean, you're a big hulking monster. What kind of body? Like,
I'm very sorry for you.
s-
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups, though we are always welcoming to outsiders. Our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Goodbye,
I'm
Ambassador.
curious. Like, what does an Elcor fight do? Like, do they have an army?
You human.
I mean, they have to have some sort of military, right? Like, I'm imagining they must rely on technology of some sort. Maybe, maybe they're powerful like a powerful spacefaring race. Like, their ships have really good technology or something. Like, I'm curious about how they do combat. I'm actually curious how fast they move. Like, when I look at them, they look like gorillas, right? Like, they'd be like, I won't say an elephant, like they'd be lumbering, but I wonder how quickly they could. If I got into it with Big Daddy here, how quickly he'd beat my butt with the. I mean, one hit from those arms would probably knock the soul out of me, I bet.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right
They're
now.
very polite.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, didn't you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari
say?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day.
Hmm. You're across the way, huh? Well, I mean, okay. That's a beautiful skybox. I forgot how awesome this game looked. You know, there's just really nothing like Mass Effect. Like, honestly, there's no other game like this. Not as far as like I guess sci-fi, like the world building and everything. That's like a space, just a space opera type.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all new low-level dignitaries and notable people.
Oh, well then you know where my room is.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium,
You
more
know,
specifically
I
the
get that they have to
Council
do this
of
for
Officers. It provides the
RPGs.
Council's
You gotta
members
get
access to
the info dump and so forth, but they're building the world and all this stuff. But some of these questions, like, where am I? How? Why wouldn't you know where you're at?
What's that?
Oh, Avena is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Cytheria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
All right. Well,
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
oh, jeez, I remember this. This thing takes forever to talk to me.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avena, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel Space Station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium
It's
Tourism
been a
Center.
while since I've been here.
Either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Look at that waterfall in the background.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space
You see that waterfall? Look how.
acted on matters
I mean, that looks
of
great.
politics,
Keep in mind, this game is over 10 years old, right? Like, I'm sure it didn't look that good back then. This is kind of, the Legendary Edition and it's a remaster, but man.
184 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recent
Damn.
embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
That was 20 years ago that we became part of the count. Or, well, we're not even part of the council, but that we were granted access and became part of this galactic um, community, I should say. But the Volus have been here for 2,000 years. That's like as long as all of modern humanity has been around.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulation.
I like how they made it look like an Asari, though.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species.
And that's why we're being fast-tracked.
They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in
Nothing spreads faster than humanity.
in recognition of their work to
Probably a
establish
billion human beings just rolled out into space.
standardized galactic economy. The Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities.
Like what?
Provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster.
Yeah, well, anybody can do that.
Demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the
Well, yeah, but we produce everything. What you mean, lesser species?
Dan Area.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Bureau.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is
You know,
located in the CSEC.
one of these days we're going to get to the technology where, because I imagine there would be hundreds of different species, right? The way they make it sound. And we're going to get to a point in games where you're going to have,
Do you know
like,
anything about spec-
but I guess you're going to need AI to just create species so you can have this hundreds of different species, because you can't have like a human team sit there and try and concept out like hundreds of different
Resolving volatile
civilizations and cultures. Although Star Trek did it, but I mean they did it over how long did those shows run? Over how many seasons? Over how many decades?
Directors answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avena. Please
Wow, I leveled up just from talking to that thing. Let's look at the codex, because this thing always fills up. So this is the Presidium Ring. It's a loop of park-like space, serving as the connection point for the wards. The interior walls are lined with the embassies of influential species and private residences for the galaxy's elite. The Presidium is a full of open-air restaurants, bars, and luxurious meeting areas. Gravity is about 1/3 of Earth normal. So, man, I ought to be able to move like Superman right here. Holographic skies projected over the ceiling of the ring. Unlike the 24/7 bustle of the wards, the Presidium maintains a 20-hour day schedule with a 6-hour night where lights are dimmed and the sky goes through a night cycle. So 26-hour days. Right? Offices and residences are often open to the interior. It's not unusual for embassies to have no exterior wall. This does not cause a crime problem due to the heavy CSEC presence and ubiquitous monitoring devices. Thieves are quickly identified and apprehended. The ring is the location of Citadel's spaceports. Being close to the center of the spin, there's less motion for a ship to match. And the reduced spin... Man, somebody really thought this through, didn't they? Reduced spin makes for handling cargo easier. Hundreds of ships pass through the citadel every day, and every species of the embassy is granted a private dock. A tower at the center of the ring holds the administration of the Citadel Council. The tower rises over a kilometer from the ring, appearing to thrust forward parallel to the wide arms. As the tower is at the center of the spin axis, it experiences little centrifugal force. Gravity is maintained using mass effect fields at 90-degree angles. Oh, that's pretty interesting. A consular dock can be found at the base of the tower. While normally used for diplomatic couriers and specter business, the shuttles docked here can evacuate the council in emergency. Oh, okay. Let's see. Although the Citadel is equipped with Mass Effect generating element 0 cores, most of the gravity on the station is generated by centrifugal force. Oh, nice. Just some stuff that some nerd wrote there. Some military jargon. Oh, let's see what this is all about. Ashore. When the ship's crew leaves the vessel, they go ashore. Okay. Away. Oh, well, I guess they're leaving II. ASAP. This is all military language. I guess, like, who doesn't know this stuff at this? ECM, electronic countermeasures, extravehicular activity, flank, FNG. Freaking new guys. Haha, that's kind of neat. Helmsman, a crew member who pilots a spacecraft. LADAR, light amplified detection and ranging. Shore party, silent running, sit rep, spacer. EXO, okay. So here's the timeline. In 2069, it's 2024. So like in 45 years, we have a settlement on the moon. 2103, so like 40 years later, Lowell City becomes the first settlement on Mars. So we get to the moon in 45 years. And it takes us like another 40 years to get to Mars. And after that, about another 30 years. Yeah, about 25 years. Oh, so to start, I guess, extracting helium. 10 years after that, the Gangrene Station, 21. Oh, so in 2148, we discovered the Prothean ruins. 2149, we find the Mass Effect. Element zeros, and notice how everything starts happening a lot faster. It's like, what is it, Moore's law of exponential growth for things. We started developing biotics. Oh. Yeah, right after that, like, when did we discover that? So basically 2150. 7 years later, we get into our first war with an alien race, the Taurians. The Skillian Blitz, that's what I survived. In the Thresher Mall situation, that's also what I survived. Ships and vehicles, light lag. I guess that's interesting to somebody. Biotics, Mass Effect. Real-time communication is possible thanks to massive networks of expensive... so they just use buoys that basically pass this stuff on from place to place. Okay. That's kind of an interesting thought. Like, it's kind of like, I guess, like satellites, right? Like, send a signal from one place to another, and it just basically has to bounce across these like buoys and then through the gates. So there's like probably like a lag, but it's, you know, similar to basically what we have now. It's kind of like text messaging, I guess.
After the Geths secure a location, they round up and impale dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals, and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers refer to the husk-generating spikes as dragon's teeth, a reference to the mythological berserkers who sprang up from the earth wherever the teeth of the dragon Eris were planted. Dragon's teeth and husks bear little resemblance to other pieces of Geth technology. No one is sure why a synthetic race would bother to drain the minuscule amount of recoverable resources from organic corpses, though the value of reusing them as shock troops is obvious.
The council races, I pretty much know that. Sorry.
To discover the Citadel. When the Solarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy.
Of course they did. But if they were the first species,
Mediators and centrists of the council.
they probably wanted to make sure they were in charge.
Produced through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live.
What is their nervous system? Wouldn't it be they need to attune their reproductive system? Like, or just say physiology, like their nervous system. I'm not sure what that would have to do with you being able to like merge DNA. So a single Asari, like in the lifetime of two Asari, that's how long, like two Asari were literally alive to oversee the Volus when they came. Now it's 2,000 years ago.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council.
So in the lifetime of some of these Asari,
Peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space. They make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the first...
so basically space samurai.
which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
What are the non-council races? Oh, well.
Citadel species native to the high-gravity world Dakuna. They are massive creatures, standing on four muscular legs for increased stability. Elcor moves slowly, an evolved response to an environment...
So a giant space sloth.
This has colored their psychology, making them deliberate and conservative. Elcor's speech is ponderous and monotone. Among themselves, scent, slight movements, and sub-vocalized infrasound convey shades of meaning that make a human smile seem as subtle as a fireworks display. Since their subtlety can lead to misunderstandings with other species, the Elcor often go out of their way to clarify when they are being sarcastic, amused, or angry. Dakuna's high gravity impedes mountain formation. Most of the world consists of flat, open plains, which prehistoric Elcor wandered across in small family bands. Modern Elcor still prefer open sky and can become restless and uncomfortable on long starship journeys. The Geth, the Elcor,
Well, how did the Elcor even develop space travel? Like, how did their species even get to that point?
created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies
Space
far beyond
dwarves.
the
They're
northern
space
Pacific
dwarves.
star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse
And I
atmosphere
mean that as in the Tolkien
to support an ammonia-based
version of a dwarf.
As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen air mixtures are poisonous to them, and in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open. Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authored the Unified Banking Act.
Of course they did.
Continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy. The Citadel is an ancient deep space station, presumably constructed by the Protheans. Since the Prothean extinction, numerous species have come to call the Citadel home. It serves as the political, cultural, and financial capital of the galactic.
Blah, blah, blah.
The Council is an executive committee composed of representatives from the Asari republics, the Turian hierarchy, and the Solarian Union. Though they have no official power over the independent governments of other species, the Council's decisions carry great weight throughout the galaxy. No single Council race is strong enough to defy the other two, and all have a vested interest in compromise and cooperation. Each of the Council species has general characteristics associated with the various aspects of governing the galaxy. The Asari are typically seen as diplomats and mediators. The Solarians gather intelligence and information. The Turians provide the bulk of the military and peacekeeping. Spectres are agents from the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance, and answer only to the Citadel Council. They are elite military operatives, granted the authority to deal with threats to peace and stability in whatever way they deem necessary. They operate independently or in groups of 2 or 3. Some are empathetic peacekeepers, resolving disputes through diplomacy. Others are cold-blooded assassins, ruthlessly dispatching problem individuals. All get the job done one way or another, often operating outside the bounds of galactic law. The Spectres were founded after the Solarians joined the Council. For many years they operated. Humanity's first contact. The Systems Alliance is an independent. The Terminus systems are located on the far side of the. Biotics is the avert. Omni-tools are. Combat heart. Metagel is a.
Let's go ahead and get that charm up. I could care less because I don't plan on using you. And same thing. I don't care about using you. Well, I probably should. I don't quite want to go there just yet. Oh, the consorts. Okay. Really is a pretty looking world. What's up, homie?
I've had my office rearranged 5 times. 5 times? Why? Why? It's not like it's often
Oh, why do I run like I'm taking a dump?
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the council.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellion.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun.
It's not really a rebellion. That's more like a colonization.
Member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni. Then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's going to stop the Turians?
You're looking at it.
Sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
Why did the council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not
That's different than us humans. We love tearing down We've been tearing down statues like crazy. It's kind of weird that probably happened a few years after this game came out.
The Krogan refused to negotiate, and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Sounds like they got what they deserved.
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
Of course it does. Robot.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy.
How are they a spacefaring race? These insect
The
people.
emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance
And all this happened, and us humans had no idea all of that was going on.
To survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Hop, 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 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, lift those legs, 1, 2.
Welcome. I am Melina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today.
Oh, I
Would you
can.
like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. You must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
What do you do here, Nina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills
So
of our
basically,
acolytes.
it's
My specialty is touch.
like geishas.
Fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
I think I'm done here.
Well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients. Melina. Yes, Shaira? Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Oh,
Yes, of course, mistress.
oh yeah. Work
It
that
appears the consort is
business.
taking notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
What does she want to see me for?
I don't know. You'll have to ask her yourself. Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
I kind of like you instead.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
Yeesh.
You're with the Alliance. My brother's a private back on Earth.
Oh, human consort. Oh, I guess there's all types. You gotta make money somehow.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
I don't like people spying on me.
I apologize, Commander. I make it my business to know when important people arrive on the station. Many of them become clients. But that is not why I asked you. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Chorus Den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy
exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful. Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me. Please, Commander, I ask that you return to me only after you have spoken with Septimus.
Okay.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you? This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth. Who are you? This one's face name is Delaninder. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth. Why do you refer to yourself as this one, it? For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture.
Okay, smartass.
Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest.
This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally. I'd like to see these rare and wonderful items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and
Oh,
regulations.
just talk down to me. That's basically what you're doing.
I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share
It reminds me of like these cell phone things. Like,
I also offer premium
who is it that
services to
needs
those
like
clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing
a
unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my
like these packages of like get 3 iPhones and 2 watches and a iPad and a like in these packages are like family plans. It's like, who are you giving these to? I mean, like these commercial shows, like, oh, here, Dad, I got you an iPhone too. Like, you have to pay for all that stuff.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain.
Because he probably is. He's a politician.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hub. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single, strong community.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find out in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay, so I can't even go to the wards yet. Hmm. It's a nice arrangement so that they keep all the most powerful ships to themselves, huh?
What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you? Relax.
Get a new haircut.
Just an inspection. Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things. You never want to say no, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun.
Hush your chops, Ashley. Haters gonna hate.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Oh, okay, well, cool.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shieras. You haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I try Flux or Cora's Den.
What is Shieras?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respectable.
Tell me about Flux and
Well,
Cora's Den.
Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, let's just say it's livelier and deadly, all at the same time.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
Hmm. Good to know.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Nobody sends me anywhere. I just need some information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression? Never mind, forget I asked. Was there something you needed, Commander?
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. The Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet. That's their business. But I don't have to like it.
The council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
Tell me about your investigation in this area.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
Yeah, but I'm literally the one witness.
I'll be going.
Goodbye.
I guess there's none that he would go. How did you get here?
Sarah's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the Council. Don't be ridiculous.
You got here before I did.
Mission is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicari. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Sarah.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. They suspect everything he touches is classified. I can't find any more evidence.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you. You don't want to keep the Council waiting.
I don't know how to dig and wait. Look at these water effects. Oh, Anderson's up here waiting.
Hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized doctor.
What about me and all the dead people?
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard, the one who let the beacon get destroyed.
You're the one who destroyed the beacon. Then you tried to cover it up.
Shift the blame to cover your own failures, just like Captain Anderson. He's taught me well. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know, sir. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know he's right. And he has to be stopped.
We need to deal with Saren ourselves.
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the executive.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's den. It's a digital club in the lower section.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren. But his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillet College. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist. Saren eliminated his target,
We'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions, but only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for that option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and Attica Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Who cares if we get a seat on the council? What's the big deal?
If the Council passes a ruling on an interstellar matter, we have to follow it. We don't have the fleets or political allies to defy it. Once we get a seat on the Council, we'll be able to influence those rulings, protect our own interests. No more jumping through hoops whenever we want something. Take this mess we're in now. If humanity had a seat on the Council, we'd just send the Citadel fleet out to take care of Saren and his guests. Problem solved.
You and Saren have a history.
About 20 years. Saren, I saw how he operates. No conscience. No hesitation.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when it got it. I guess enough was enough.
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Yet, a lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. But it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting.
Tell me more about the
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or shield. Or maybe they are. Nobody knows.
Tell me about Barlahorn.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without being a paper. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, inspectors. That's probably why the Shadow broke.
I should go.
Good luck, sir. I'll be with you.
Well, we've got 2 leads. I think that'll be it for tonight.
Is there anything I can do for you today, Commander?
I've heard you work for the Shadow Broker.
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
I hear your information.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business until Saren turned on him.
Saren betrayed him. Imagine that.
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. He knows the Shadow Broker
strange that a Krogan would...
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
Thanks for the info.
My pleasure, Commander.
Alright. That's the end. Alright, that's the end of this stream. We'll continue more tomorrow. I probably should have started earlier, but well, got a busy day tomorrow, so that's the end. Check out my links or whatever. I don't know. Leave a like and subscribe. Get notifications, all that jazz. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.